consent calendar. All items are considered routine or implemented early or counts as action and may be enacted by one motion. There will be no separate discussion unless requested. Any action on the consent calendar?
Through the chair,
Michael?
I would like to pull item E, please.
All right, item E. Any other action on the consent?
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion second to approve the remainder of the consent calendar. All in favor?
Aye.
Item 7E, adopt a resolution authorizing the purchase of cable television equipment in the amount of $95,000 to replace a video on-demand server.
Thank you. So my first concern around this item was the cost, and it seemed a little bit expensive to me for a server, but I did get an explanation from staff regarding the particulars of this server, and it is part of a larger system. I wanted to share that with the rest of the council because if it ever comes back up again, why did we spend almost $100,000 on a server? It is because it is a very specialized piece of equipment, and it does have to integrate with some of our other existing equipment. Another concern I had was around the popularity of video on demand. Now that people can stream movies from so many different sources, I wanted to just make sure that this was a sound investment. And staff did provide some numbers to me at the very last minute, so I did get my answer to that, and it looks like we are still generating enough money where this investment would essentially pay for itself probably in a couple of years, and it's still a viable technology. So I just wanted to share that with the rest of the council, those particular details, and just to sort of raise an issue that we know that our subscribers are declining, and so I just want to make sure that we continue to be very meticulous in analyzing the investments that we make and separating the when we discuss investments for that particular enterprise, that we are focused on making a distinction between television and internet, and make sure that those investments reflect the ongoing demand from the customers. So that was it.
Yes, if I could speak to that issue and make a couple of additional comments. Staff recognizes that the constrained financial circumstances of the cable television enterprise, which is an issue on your radar screen, and that staff is diligently working to bring back the additional information that we talked about a couple of months ago. We carefully evaluate any and all expenditures, but with an eye to making sure that the infrastructure remains vital and capable to serve the customers that we have, and even to continue our efforts to grow our subscriber base. This is just one of the many investments that the City Council has approved through the budget process to do exactly that in our cable system. So we appreciate both your action as well as your scrutiny. And in addition, I wanted to let the council know that staff is, as part of the analysis that you've previously asked for, we have encountered a increasing demand within the community that we need to discuss with the council at a future date, having to do with the need to deploy new technology to better meet the demand for faster and faster internet speeds and the capacity to serve large numbers of customers at the same time on the broadband. In particular, we are looking at the potential for entrance into our service area, which we have not previously experienced, particularly at multi-residential dwelling units, the Shelter Creeks, and potentially other densely populated multifamily dwelling areas. That makes it an urgent priority for us to consider how we can deploy new internet technology, either via fiber to the home or through upgrades to our electronic capabilities. So we will be adding that to, as part of our continuing evaluation of infrastructure requirements. We'll be including that in our analysis when it comes forward for further city council consideration.
Okay, thank you.
Through the chair, do we have an idea when that may come forward to either the subcommittee and or the city council as a whole?
Yeah, so we're getting to a period of time where the holidays will interfere, but it is our intent to be with the subcommittee by the first part of December, and hopefully we'll be able to still consider the scheduling of a full city council briefing before the end of the year, and if not, just after the first of the year.
Okay, thank you. Thank you to the Vice Mayor for that information.
Okay, thank you. This is item E. Any action on item E?
I
Consent?
will introduce that particular resolution.
Motion to approve. item
Oh,
Second the motion.
motion to
Okay.
approve.
A motion and a second to approve item E under consent. All in favor?
Aye.